When did your medical second opinion result in your doctor reporting you to Child Protective Services? The CPS investigator arrived at my door at 7:30 on a Friday morning, 3 days after I'd taken my daughter Lily to see a different pediatrician for a second opinion about her medication regimen. I was getting Lily ready for school when the doorbell rang. A woman in her 40s with a county ID badge introduced herself as Janet Simmons from Child Protective Services and said she needed to speak with me about concerns regarding my daughter's medical care. My stomach dropped. I asked what concerns. Janet said she'd received a report from Lily's primary physician, Dr. Trevor Keene, alleging medical neglect and possible abuse. She needed to see Lily immediately and inspect our home. I stood in my doorway trying to process what was happening. Medical neglect, abuse. All I'd done was get a second opinion because I was concerned about the number of medications Dr. Keene had prescribed for my 7-year-old daughter. That was responsible parenting, not neglect. I asked to see the report. Janet said she couldn't share specifics until after her investigation, but the allegations were serious enough to warrant immediate action. She asked again to come inside. I let her in because refusing would only make things worse. Lily was eating cereal in the kitchen, her blonde hair in pigtails, wearing her school uniform. She looked up when Janet and I walked in, her eyes going wide with the instinctive fear kids have when they sense adult tension. Janet smiled at her gently and asked if she could talk to Lily alone for a few minutes. I wanted to refuse, but I knew CPS had the authority to interview children without parental presence. I nodded and left the kitchen, standing in the hallway where I could hear but not be seen. Janet asked Lily about her health, her medications, whether she felt safe at home, whether I ever withheld food or medicine from her. Lily answered in a confused voice, saying she felt fine, that I always gave her medicine when she was supposed to take it, that she was happy at home. After 10 minutes, Janet came out and asked to tour the house. She inspected the bedrooms, bathrooms, kitchen, checking for safety hazards and signs of neglect or abuse. She looked in our refrigerator, checked that Lily had her own bed and clean clothes, examined the medications in our bathroom cabinet. Everything was normal, clean, well-maintained. I was a single father raising my daughter alone after my wife died 3 years ago. I worked from home as a software developer, which let me be present for Lily constantly. Our life was stable and loving. After completing her inspection, Janet sat down with me at the dining table and reviewed the allegations in Dr. Keene's report. According to him, I'd been refusing to follow his treatment plan for Lily's ADHD and anxiety, had stopped giving her prescribed medications without medical supervision, and had exhibited hostile behavior toward medical staff when questioned about my non-compliance. None of that was true. I'd never refused treatment or stopped medications without consulting doctors. I'd sought a second opinion because I was concerned about the side effects Lily was experiencing and wanted to explore alternative approaches. That was my right as a parent. Janet said she'd need to verify my claims by contacting Dr. Keene and reviewing Lily's medical records. In the meantime, she was opening a formal investigation. I'd be receiving paperwork within 48 hours outlining the allegations and the investigation process. She warned me not to interfere with Lily's medical care during the investigation and to document everything related to her health. After Janet left, I called my sister Claire, the only family I had nearby, explained what had just happened. Claire was furious on my behalf, saying Dr. Keene had no right to report me to CPS for seeking a second opinion. She asked what had prompted me to see another doctor in the first place. I explained that Lily had been diagnosed with ADHD and generalized anxiety disorder 6 months ago by Dr. Keene after I'd brought her in for behavioral concerns at school. She'd been having trouble focusing and had developed some nervous habits. Dr. Keene had prescribed Adderall for the ADHD and Zoloft for the anxiety, starting her on both medications immediately. Within 2 months, he'd increased both dosages twice, saying Lily's symptoms required more aggressive treatment. But instead of improving, Lily had gotten worse. To see the full story, click the link below or go on my channel.